All right. Good afternoon, everybody. How is everyone today? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to this impromptu Tuesday live stream of some No Man's Sky shenanigans. We're back on the hunt for ugly starships. At this point, it can be any ship. We're back on the hunt. I was debating on whether or not to continue with the mainline storied quest on another save, or to keep up with the ugly ship hunt. So I think what we'll do today is keep up with the ugly ship hunt. So let's keep that going. Give me 1 sec. Let me check the audio. All right, audio sounds good. Let's try not to have a mix-up like we had yesterday where the audio was inadvertently muted by OBS. Okay, who do we have out there? Cody Hernandez, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Gatrell, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Dragonheart, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. William Dupree, hello, sir. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yes, we're back on the hunt for them ugly ships again. Let's do it. Cody Hernandez says, just woke up, doing well. Good to see you, man. Dragonheart says, fine now that I got tier 4 for the salvage art. What was tier... you know what? I don't even remember what tier 4 was. I'm sure I got it finished. I'm sure it's finished. I don't remember what tier 4 for Chop Shop was. I got to double check. I have to double check. It's been so long I've done it already, but I just forgot what it was. I don't remember. Deborah Allen, how's it going? It's good to see you as always. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Streamlabs, don't be cheating today, buddy. GTA 5, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So William says, smooth jazz with the odd man. Yes, sir. This is actually the first time I'm hearing this song. This is the first time I'm listening to this song. It's actually really, really good. This is free music, by the way, that's available on the YouTube audio library for all content creators. So you can totally get this song for free. So Dragonheart says it's the buzzard attack. Oh, that's right. It's the gold buzzard. Yeah, I got it. I did it. Definitely worth doing. Definitely worth it to get the golden buzzard. Yes, sir. Okay, folks, let's start this party. So for anybody who's new, thank you so much for joining us today. Please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. I am Oddman105, a.k.a. The Odd One. And this is an impromptu Tuesday live stream of some No Man's Sky shenanigans. We're back on the hunt for ugly starships. At this point, any starship will do. so that's the thing. Also, for anybody who's new, please take a second, read and follow the channel rules. They're located in the description section. And I'm going to leave it at that. All right. Let me adjust that audio, put that in the background. Okay, we are ready. Let's transition. Hold on, let's bring up OBS before we transition. There we go. Okay. We are on the Xbox Series X today. It looks like all the saves are good on Planet Snowflake. Yep, that's where we last left off. Let's go back in. So this is where we found that S-Class Sentinel ship. Courtesy of Ball, since he gave us the location for it. And for anybody who's just joining us, we did find an S-Class Sentinel ship at the end of yesterday's live stream. We're going to take a look at it like right now. Let's see how stable the Xbox version of this game is. I think since the most recent patch, it's been fairly stable. We haven't crashed yet. Okay, so here's the ship. This is S-Class out of the box. 40 cargo, 28 technology, worth 73 million. 73 million. This is probably one of the most expensive Sentinel ships here that I've ever seen. This one is fire. This one is definitely fire. There's no need to hunt. This is the best class of ship you can get. So yeah, this one definitely would have been a hunt. Okay, so if you guys want this ship, before we begin, now let me say this. We did have a problem yesterday with this Sentinel ship because there's a player base in the area. A player base with a landing pad. So whenever that happens, and a random NPC will spawn on the landing pad, and when the NPC leaves, they'll take the ship. So the ship will actually fly off, even though the ship is crashed and abandoned. If that happens, what you need to do is delete the player base. Once you delete the player base, create another restore point, a manual restore point, reload the manual restore point from there, and the ship should reappear. As long as you haven't claimed the ship prior to, the ship will always spawn here. So that's just something to keep in mind. But this is an S-class out-of-the-box starship. So it's all white. Yeah, all white. Maybe a little bit of gray on there, but basically it's all white. This is a fire ship. This one is definitely worth a keep. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy, which is the starter galaxy. So everybody can get this ship, provided you've got the glyphs. Location for this starship is plus 2.53 and plus 94.21. There are bases in the area. I do recommend to find the ship even faster. There's a base that says S-class ship or something like that really close to this location. Just look for that. Okay, this one is a keeper. We're taking this one. We're definitely taking this ship. Oh, so GTA 5, you were talking about extra enemies yesterday. Yeah, I don't think that's a bug. That's not really a bug because they spawn in different waves. After you get the combination, we'll take that. After you pick up the combination to open the safe and you steal the safe components, other NPCs will spawn in. William, we're going to check out those slots right now. Hey, Moses, how's it going? It's good to see you, brother. How are you today, man? How are you? It's good to see you. Yeah, we're totally going to claim this ship, and I highly recommend anybody out there, come get this ship. It's an S-class out of the box. So as if this is before you get the safe, when you pick up the safe codes, other NPCs will come after you. It's like 3 or 4 new NPCs will actually enter the vanilla unicorn and come after you. So that's nothing new. That's normal. Okay, what do we got? Take the glass, the brain, and the pugnium.
Technology repaired.
Okay, this is a 2+2.
Incoming storm.
Looks like it's a 2+2. This could be a 3+1, but looks to me like a 2+2. We can get this up to the station and check it out. But this one is definitely a keeper. This one goes in my collection. Compare. Yes, please. I will gladly take that ship. Thank you very much. Have a nice freaking day. Now, because there's another player base in the area, I can't leave a save beacon. Maybe I can leave a save beacon. I'll leave a save beacon for you guys, if at all possible. Yeah, I can't place a save beacon. Okay. But you guys have the coordinates for this ship, so come get it. Living fragment. How many brains do we have? 10. We got a ton of brains. Hold on a second. Let's refine some of these brains and get some nanites. You know, while we're out here in the cold, we'll refine those 2. Okay, let's go. We're out of here. Hold on, let's look around just in case. Are there any curious deposits on this planet? We've had some really weird luck with curious deposits. Okay, not seeing anything. All right, let's go. Let's get this one to the space station and check it out. That's a good-looking Sentinel ship. I like that one. That's a good-looking ship. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a spicy meatball right there. All right. Let's go to the station. This one, without a doubt, goes in my collection. This one goes in my collection. So hopefully you guys are all doing well. Thanks so much for joining us. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. It helps out the channel a ton. We're on the hunt for the ugliest Sentinel ships in history. Yeah, this is a good find right here. Very good find. We do have a restore point. Let's take a look at the slots for this thing, shall we? That is not what I wanted to do. Let's take a look. I don't have any augmentations on me. Let's do this. Yep, there's one. It's a 3+1. This is a 3+1. William, this is a good ship. This is a very good ship. This is a good ship right here. Yes, please. This is a very good ship. 3+1 supercharged slots. Since I purchased those augmentations legit, exactly, an R3+1, this is a very good ship. So you guys need to come get this one. You guys need to come get this ship. Yeah, since I upgraded the slots legit, we're going to keep this configuration. I don't mind spending the money on that. That's pocket change. We can easily make that money back. So yeah, that one goes in my garage. Or excuse me, hangar. Garage. We're playing Grand Theft Auto No Man's Sky Edition. This goes in my garage. Okay, let's start the ugly ship hunt. What the actual French toast is this? Yeah, I call this, that's a karate chop explorer right there. So Moses says, what were the coordinates of the spacecraft? Scroll back to the beginning of the actual live stream and you'll see them. Yeah, the glyphs and coordinates are at the beginning. I just gave those out. Yeah, I just gave those out. The glyphs for the star system are right there on screen right now. So let's go back over to the ship. So if you want this S-class ship, the glyphs are on the screen right now. That'll get you to the star system. Look for a player base on the frozen planet. Let's go to discoveries if we can find it. There we go. All right, where's that frozen planet? Poisonous. There we go. This planet right here. I think. Hold on. No, right here. The Heimdall planet. It's got 90 other bases on it. This is the planet that you want to come to. The planet is called Snowflake. There is a player base that says Sentinel S-Class. That's where the Sentinel ship is located. There's an actual player base that says Sentinel S-Class. Yeah, William, I call that is a karate chop explorer, man. Look at that thing. Look at that's called a karate chop explorer. Man, yet ugly ships. Okay, so we've started. There's an ugly ship right there. Oh, check this out. Hold on. Okay, that's kind of fire right there. This one is kind of fire. This one is kind of fire. Hold on. Not bad. This is a snowspeeder style fighter with star jumper wings. Yeah, those are star jumper wings, single thruster. Snowspeeder cockpit, star jumper wings, single thruster. Triple thruster, technically. Hey, Moses, no problem, brother. No problem at all, man. This is not bad. This is a nice one. That's nice. That is nice. Yellow and chrome, too. Yellow and chrome. I know Deborah doesn't like the yellow ships, but this is not bad. It's a C-class. Boo. It's okay, though. Okay, we got to go pay for the upgrades on this ship. We got to pay for the upgrades on the ship. Mr. Smooth Ones, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you? What's up, man? Everybody, Mr. Smooth Ones is a fellow content creator. He's part of the Odd Fam. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channel, check him out, blow that man up, and show him some love. You know how we do it here. Always support the Odd Fam. Okay, we got to pay for this ship. So, what we're going to do... You know what? Hold on. I picked up a C-class already. I did pick up a C-class. That's the wrong C-class. Hold on. That's the wrong one. I thought I did anyway. Is that it? Yeah, that's the one. That's it. Oh no, this is a B class. This is a B class that I found. This is the B class that we found yesterday, before finding the S class. Let's make a restore point before scrapping this ship. Okay, so remember, this is the B class. Hold on. This is the B class that we found yesterday before we found the S class. Before finding the S class, that is. So this one we're going to scrap. I will yoink that positron ejector. Give me that. We will totally yoink that positron ejector. Yes, please. We can break this down for its components. Alright. The B class we're going to scrap. We don't need this one. We're totally keeping the S class. All right, I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We're back on the ugly ship hunt. So far, we found one really ugly ship. It was a Karate Chop Explorer. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. So this, we want to begin salvage analysis. I'll take that 29 million. Yes, please. We got to pay for the upgrades on the other ship. All right, nice. I know I've said this before, but if you still own a Radiant Pillar, do not get rid of your Radiant Pillar. Don't do that. You know what? I just realized something. Hold on. The wings on the Radiant Pillar, those are Star Jumper wings. So I made a mistake. Those are Star Jumper wings. The wings on that fighter that we just saw, the yellow and chrome fighter, those are called Vector wings. That was my mistake. I stand corrected. Those are called Vector wings. So that fighter had a set of Vector wings on it. So, my mistake. I stand corrected. Okay, let's sell this dude some stuff. Okay, trade. Sell. Sell that. We're going to process that rusty metal. You know, we'll sell it to him. I don't care. Sell him the rusty metal. Starship AI valves. Subatomic regulators. We'll sell the quad servo. We don't need that. And spool of nano cables. I got a whole bunch of this on my freighter, so we don't need to keep this. Okay. Looks like we're all good. Did we get any B-class upgrades out of that? I hope. We got 2 B-class upgrades. Nice. Let's go ahead and sell those as well. Let's get some more nanites. Also, we can send our frigates out on another expedition. We can send those guys out too. So that's something else we'll do while we're in the system. We have 20 brains. Let's process these. Because why not? Alright. That shuttle is oogly. That shuttle is butt ugly. That's an ugly ship. Oh, give me that exosuit upgrade. Give me that. Always yoink an upgrade. Yes, please. Let's talk to this guy. Hey, buddy. The dude with the light bulb on his head. Okay, we want to sell... we're keeping the positron, so sell that and this. William said, my killer came out to be a pillar, came out to be a 3+1 after I upgraded it to an S. It's funny because Ricey's Emporium specifically states, do not sell your Radiant Pillar. Don't scrap it. It's a pretty beast of a ship once it's fully upgraded. You know, once you sell the Radiant Pillar, you'll never get it back because there's no other starship in this game like the Radiant Pillar. So yeah, we're definitely keeping ours. Okay, so we're done here on the space station. Nice. Right now, what we're going to do is pay for the upgrades that we put on that ship. So let's go grab a couple of more Sentinel ships from that planet and make some money. We're not going to take the Radiant Builder. Get my other. Where's my other ship? Where's my daily driver? Where is it? Where's my new daily driver? There we go. That's my new daily driver right there. All right. As a matter of fact, we can probably see that player base. Hold on. That's save beacon. That's something else. Okay, hey, so Moses, if you're still here, that's the base you want to go to right there. If you can see that on the screen, it says Sentinel White S2. Yes. Sentinel White S-Class with 2 connected supercharge slots. That's the base that you want to go to. So the Sentinel ship is in that area. So that's where you want to go. All right, here we go. So we're entering Planet Snowflake. I'm Just Lee. How's it going? It's good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us. So what we can do to make this process a little easier, rather than use... Hold on. There we go. Rather than use the carrier AI fragments, let's use one of these.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Let's find a camp. Yeah, I'm Just Lee. I know you're busy, man. It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by, though. All right, let's go check out the camp. See if we can get a cool multi-tool or something. And I hope you guys are all doing well. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. For anybody who's just joining us, we found an S-Class Sentinel starship. If you're interested in knowing the location of the ship, what you need to do is scroll back to the beginning of this live stream, and you'll get the glyphs and coordinates for that Sentinel ship. I'm Just Lee says, I don't even know what this is. Yeah, we're playing No Man's Sky today. Pennywise, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. That is a leaf blower. Hold on. Let's reload the restore point and see if we can get a better multi-tool out of there. The leaf blowers are okay, but a rifle is better. Rifles typically have more storage slots on them, or more technology slots, if you will. That's why you always want to get a rifle over a pistol. So let's reload and see what we got. What we're going to do right now is pay for the upgrades that we put on that S-Class ship that we found. So we're going to scrap a couple of more ships. All right, here we go. Nope, it's still a pistol. That's okay. Okay, so what do we got? All right, this is 3, 8, 14. Three, 8. There we go. And 14. Deactivate the seal. And let's find a ship. Dan Morris, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us again, man. Yeah, William, you notice that. It doesn't work all the time. I think it is location specific now because some of these, my speculation is that some of these multi-tool cases have an option of giving you different types of multi-tools. Are you freaking and it's an A class. And it's an A class. Bruh. And it's an A class. An A class with a bolt caster and a paralysis mortar with a waveform recycler. Nice. Supercharged lots are spread out. I mean, I guess we can claim it. It's not better than what I got, but it is an A class. Meh. We'll take it, I guess. Let's see. Dude just pushed me out of the way. What is that all about? Okay, where is the staff?
Thermal protection falling.
So, Ball, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Says, good morning, all. I found an Atlantis multi-tool with 3 slots next to each other and a built-in gravity coil. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Well, you know, okay, you know what? That does kind of make sense. Yeah, William, we're going to scrap it and get some upgrades out of it. We can definitely use the multi-tool upgrades as well. That does kind of make sense. The Gravitino coil is a brand new it's a brand new blueprint. It's a brand new blueprint, so I could definitely see that being a thing. Okay, what we're going to do is clear the camp. Let's grab some stuff. Let's grab all the stuff. And speaking of multi-tool expansion slot, there you go. Speaking of multi-tool expansion slot. Storage augmentation, nice. Got some void moat, I will take that. There we go, we finally got some viscous fluid. That's for the living ship. And we got some more void moat, nice. That's what I'm talking about, very nice. Put that in ship, put that in ship. We'll put this in ship 2. We can refine this. Give me those nanites. Where was that broken piece of machinery? Here it is. Nice. Yeah, and a Gravitino coil. Yeah, that was definitely a good find. But it does make sense because the Gravitino coil is basically a brand new blueprint, and blueprints will appear randomly on multi-tools. So that's a really good find. Okay, let's set a save beacon. Not a base computer. I mean, I guess we can drop a base computer. It doesn't matter. We're going to clear the base anyway. Once we're finished, we just need to grab a couple of ships. Yeah, we just need to grab a couple of ships to scrap for some money. Because we're going to go make some money. Yeah, in before I accidentally scrap my Sentinel, my S-Class Sentinel ship. Okay, let's go. Before we leave, always grab a free Radiant Shard. Those things are worth some money. Because the money grind never ends. Any more? Alright, let's go. You know, the funny thing is that Radiant Shards, Pugnium, and freaking brains, Sentinel Starship brains are actually very good nanites. They're very good for nanites. So hope you guys are all doing well. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Yeah, that is a really, really good find right there. Yeah, a 3+1 supercharged slot with a Gravitino coil. That is pretty good. Now, something I'm considering doing is probably returning to the star system where we found that that fan hauler. You guys remember that that all-white fan hauler that just popped into the space station? I'm thinking about hunting for that today. Ball says it was only an A class. There's no such thing as only an A class. It was an A class. A class is pretty good. Yeah, A class is pretty good because it's only what? It's 50,000 nanites to upgrade an A class to an S class, so you're part of the way there. That's not bad. Okay, what do we got? It is... Are you freaking serious? What the actual... What? Oh my God. S-Class. S-Class. You have got to be freaking kidding me. What?
Thermal protection falling.
Oh my gosh. Bro. Alright, that's it. We're dropping a base right here. You have got to be kidding me. What? Oh my God. Bro, base computer. I didn't see this coming. Yeah, William, this one might have better slot. I can't believe this. S-Class out of the box? We just started this stream. Hey, hold on a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. 1 second. We're supposed to be hunting for ugly Sentinel ships. What is this? So Burnaby Alex says, yeah, but the cockpit view is obstructed. That is, if you're playing in first person, sure. But you know what? I don't care. It's an S-Class. This thing is an S-Class. What? Yep, we're dropping a base right here. So if you guys want this S-Class ship, come get it. We're dropping a base right here. Unbelievable. We're supposed to be finding ugly ships. What is this? This ain't an ugly ship. Bro. Moses, this is insane. This is absolutely insane. Obviously, this is, finding S-Class ships is all RNG based anyway, but I didn't see this coming. I did not see this one coming. Okay, we want square prefab. Here we go. Free look. Oh. We need a door because every house has a door. Yeah, I can't believe this. Ladder or ramp.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Oh, shut up, lady. I don't care about your storm. We just hit the jackpot. We just hit the freaking jackpot. Okay, windows. Put some windows on this mofo so we can see outside. There you go. All right, let's put some power in this thing. Yeah, I can't believe that. I can't freaking believe that. Okay, we don't need a biofuel reactor. We can drop a battery. Teleporter. Save beacon. Where you at? There we go. All right, that's it. Let's save this mofo. Yeah, William, excellent way to start a stream. I did not see this one coming.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
All right, nice. Okay, now that we have a save point, let's take a really quick look. DJ Bones, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. Yeah, Moses, the one I found during yesterday's live stream was a C-Class. The other one that we found at the end of yesterday's live stream was an S-Class. That's the one that we just upgraded. So Dan Moore says, what galaxy? Hold on, let's get out of this stupid snowstorm before we freeze to death out here. Hold on. This is Euclid. We're in the Euclid galaxy. This is the Euclid galaxy. So here we go. If you want the glyphs to that ship, hold on. Let's stand next to the ship and make this easy. Okay. This is an S-Class Sentinel fighter. Medium. Okay, this is a medium Sentinel fighter. Dorsal Elvis-style stabilizer. Ventral pincer stabilizers. Double-bladed wings. And heavy wings. A triple thruster. William Koza, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, Burnaby Alex says, watch it before connect to supercharge slots. Probably. Oh my God. If you want this ship, it's in the Euclid Galaxy. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. Lower left-hand corner of the screen. I have a base in the area if you want this ship. But yeah, this is a golden find right here. Coordinates are plus 7.20 and plus 54.77. There will be a base in the area. S-Class Sentinel ship. S-Class, out of the box right here. This is a gorgeous ship. It's all white. This is a rare ship. So a huge shout out to Ball for the location of this planet, first and foremost.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Oh, sure, the storm is clearing now. Of course it is. Of course it's clearing now. Okay, well, obviously we can't scrap that ship, but we will take a look at its supercharge slots. So Ball said, back in the day when I got this ship, I think there is a 4 squared. This one could potentially be 4 squared. Let's take a really quick look at it. We're not going to claim it because I already have an S-Class in my inventory. Okay, this one is... how much you guys want to bet this is a 3+1? I bet you this is a 3+1, and it's got some pretty good stuff on it, too. Infraknife and rocket launcher upgrade, too. Not bad. This is not bad at all. This is probably a 3+1. Or it could be a 2+1 and 1. Either way, this is a good ship. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's what I call a find. But hold on a second. The stream title says, continuing the ugly Starship hunt. That's not an ugly ship. So far, we're 0 for 1 today. He says, thank the 2020 PS4 save. Yes. So thank the save. 50-50 chance. True. That is true. Not bad. Wow. That's definitely a good way to start a stream. Okay. So there's that ship. Let's rename the base. If I can find my base computer. There it is. Let's rename this thing. Okay, rename. Okay, this is S-Class. There we go, hold it. S-Class Sentinel. Let's call this one, you know what, let's just call it 3+1. It could be a 3+1. If it's not, no big deal. 3+1, let's do it. Let's change the picture. Let's get a better picture because that picture is ugly. All right, that's better. So now we know what it is. All right, capture. Upload. Okay, it's done. All right, let's get out of here. Let's make a new restore point. Very nice. Okay, next up is, let's go back because we still got to pay for the upgrades on that ship. We still have to pay for the upgrades on that ship. So, that's what we were going to do before we found that. Okay, let's go back to our camp and find another Sentinel ship. We should be able to locate another one. Yeah, we got to pay for them upgrades. I was not expecting to find another S-Class. That is unbelievable. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. If you guys haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. It helps out the channel a ton. Not bad. That's the perfect way to start a stream. I do agree with William on that one. And we're underwater. Oh, this is the wrong base. Wrong base. Oops. Oops. Hold on a second. Reload. Wrong base. We got to remove that base, by the way. We got to delete that base. Wrong base, buddy. Totally the wrong freaking base. The only problem with playing this game on the Xbox is that it takes a month of Sundays to reload. If you're on PC, it reloads like almost instantly. All right, there we go. Okay, that's good to go. All right, where's my living ship? There it is. Oh, what kind of scrap do we have here, by the way? You can keep that. So what's that? You've got 174 bases on your main save. How many saves can you have, or how many bases can you have on a single save? Is it 250? Okay, save points. All right, where is my base? There it is. So Dragonheart says 450, I think. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure how many bases you could actually have. 450 is a lot. So it says Jalal Hip Colony. So we have a hippie colony. Okay. That works for me. Yeah, for anyone who's just joining us, we found 2 S-Class Sentinel ships on the same planet. Yeah, you heard me correctly. 2 S-Class Sentinel ships on the same planet. Okay, let's find another ship. Yeah, we got to pay down a loan on the upgrades that we made on our ship, so that's what we're doing. Just out of curiosity, what do we have here for upgrades? Anything good? Rebuilt exosuit module. Staff parts. You know what we need to do? We need to start building staves. We need to build more staves. It's something I haven't done in a very long time. Okay. Load dissonant spike. Locate. Again, for anyone who's just joining us, we found 2 S-Class ships on this planet. 2 S-Class Sentinel ships. The location, if you scroll back in the live stream, I can't speak today. If you scroll back in the live stream, you'll be able to find the locations of those ships. Okay, let's go get it. Yeah, we got to pay down the loan on that on those upgrades. so that's what we're doing. I can't believe we scored a second S-Class ship like that, man. I cannot believe that. I'm saying you guys don't know. That's a gorgeous ship. That is a gorgeous ship. So Ball says, I didn't know there was a base limit. I know base parts is around 20,000. Yeah, base parts have a limit. I thought the base limit was 250. I thought it was 250. Again, I can't remember, but as I understand it, there is an actual limit on the number of bases you can have. All right, let's check out this next ship. It's not. It ain't going to be an S class. I can guarantee you, it's not going to be an S class. I don't care. We need to scrap this one and move on to the next system. We are in the Euclid galaxy, by the way, so I think what we're going to do is just kind of hop, skip, and jump around Euclid for a little while. And see what we come up with. All right, what do we got? It's a B class. Definitely a B class. Okay, well, that's good. Just out of curiosity, any curious deposits here? What? Hold it. You guys see what's on screen right now, right? You see what's on the screen right now, right? You guys see what's on the screen. You see this. You guys see this. This planet is loaded. What the actual crap, dude? We gotta see this. Hold on, mark it. Mark that. Mark it. Mark it. Morris, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yes, we're back on the ugly ship hunt, and we've been failing miserably. You have got to be kidding me. This freaking planet is loaded. Never pass up a piece of condensed carbon. This planet is freaking loaded. And there's curious deposits here. Hold on. This I gotta see. Ozzy Bob, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. We're back at it again. How many deposits we got on this rock? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, there's 4. There's 4. That's not bad. There's 4 here. I mean, that's something. It's not spectacular. Neo Hurricane, yes, this is the planet with the S-class ships. Okay, so there are 4 curious deposits over here. All right. 4 is not bad. 4 is definitely not bad. Okay, let's drop a base computer. And we'll come back and we'll build out this location later. Yeah, this is ridiculous. This planet is freaking loaded. And look at that. There's a crash trader over there, too. And there's a crash freighter, like, right over there. Let's capture a new image. Hold on. So that we can see exactly what this is. Let's capture a new image. There we go. Perfect. We know what those are. Let's call this one 4 Curious Deposits. It's better than the other one. Oops. Okay, there we go. Done. And I'll come back and build this place out later. All right, let's get back over there and claim that ship and move on, shall we? This planet is freaking loaded, man. So Burnaby Alex says, I have kind of an ugly Dragonfly Sentinel ship. The lower skirts kind of ruin it. Skirts, yeah, that'll do it. Now, here's the deal. Sometimes, I'm willing to bet your ship has vented skirts on it. Sometimes they can work. All right, what do we got? B-class. We'll take the Pugnium, I guess. I don't know. Well, we'll take the Pugnium. All right, let's claim this thing and get out of here. We're going to scrap this one for some money. Yeah, I can't believe that. This planet is freaking loaded. So what's that? They've got front vents. Yeah, the vents can ruin a ship. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Okay. The brain and Pugnium.
Technology repaired.
Okay, I mean, it's your typical run-of-the-mill ship, nothing special. We're going to scrap this for some money. All right, cool. Let's get this thing up to the station, scrap it, and we will move to the next system. Before we go, let's go remove the base. There we go. Let's remove that base where the camp is located because, well, we kind of don't need it. So Ball says the names of the ships have been Hope and Blessed. Yep. It was still 2 minutes away. That is ridiculous. Yeah, so for anyone who's just joining us, we found 2 S-Class Sentinel ships on the same planet. That is insane. I mean, that is absolutely insane. As a matter of fact, let's stop by the base just in case you guys want this Sentinel ship. Let's take another look at it. So this is an S-Class 3+1. Okay, again, for anybody out there who wants this ship. Okay, this S-Class is located at +7.19 and +54.80. S-Class, 40 cargo, 28 technology. It's the same ship that I'm flying around in right now. Same ship. There is a base in the area. Glyphs for this star system are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. No, I'm not going to change the base color icon because I'll know that it's my base. All the other base colors are purple. My base is white, so I'll be able to tell my base differently from others. And I've actually got this base named. It says Sentinel. S-Class Sentinel 3+1, so you'll be able to find it easily. All right, let's get out of here. I do want to remove the other base because that's just there. The base where that camp is located. Oh, hold on. I see them crystals. Hold on a second. So Dan says, well, I see your base with multiplayer on. You'll still see the base with multiplayer on. The problem, of course, is that if you're playing with multiplayer turned on, someone else can come in and steal the ship from you. That's why if you're ever starship hunting, always disable multiplayer. That'll prevent other players from coming in and taking the base from you. Or taking the ship from you. Because if that happens, you'll have to wait a few days, a few real-world days before the ship respawns. Let's grab a couple of these radiant shards before we leave. Because these things are worth some money. Always get your radiant shards. Yeah, if you're ever starship hunting, always disable multiplayer. That goes for starships and multi-tools. Okay, that's 4 curious deposits. Totally going in the wrong direction. There we go. There we go. Excuse me. Okay, 56 seconds, not going to work. That's what she said. That's what she said. What's that? If it's an important base, always change the color, help stand out from the crowd. You can do that if you want. You can totally do that if you want. All right, here we go. Yeah, we're going to remove this base since we won't be coming back this way. Pretty much got what I wanted. Before we go, let's spend some void mote. Let's spend some money. Exchange void mote. Let's see. Let's grab this. We'll take one of those. What other kind of good stuff they got in here? Those are a bunch of heads, armored, chest plates. I've already claimed that. The Wanderer's Cloak. Repair kits and auto-fade settlement chart. We don't need that for this one. Okay, we're good. Let's remove the base computer. Delete base. That way we can reclaim that base computer, or that base slot, that is. Now, before we leave, just so that everybody else out there know if anyone's joining us, we found 2 S-class Sentinel starships on this planet. 2 of them. One's at the very beginning of the video. The other one is about 10 or 15 minutes in. And I have a base located at the location of that S-class Sentinel ship. So if you guys want it, come to this planet. And again, the planet's glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Okay, this is the Euclid Galaxy, just in case anyone out there is joining us. This planet is freaking loaded. It is loaded. With curious deposits, too. Get out of the way, buddy. Where's my ship? Oh, lady, leave me alone, will you? Alright, since I can't find my ship, it's over there. I know you can call up the ship. I know you can do that, but I need the exercise anyway. Let's go. Let's get this thing up to the station and scrap it. We need some money. So this is some reclaimed technology. So what do we got here? This is solar panel core. I will take that. That's a good one. I will absolutely take that. Yes, please. I will take it. Okay, let's get this thing to the station. There we go. Space station is like right there, by the way. This station is like right freaking there. Yeah, this Sentinel ship right here was a golden find. That was a golden find. I hope you guys are going to stop by and get this one. This was definitely a golden find right here. So Ozzy says, when I find a Sentinel post on a planet, I lay down a red save beacon. If it's a good Sentinel ship, and something that I want to hunt for in the future, what I'll definitely do is either drop a save beacon with a different color on it or a base computer. If I'm hunting for that ship, then I'll drop a base computer. That'll make it easier, especially if it's a good-looking ship. Yeah, Morris, that planet was freaking loaded, man. I'm talking loaded. Okay, this ship is a scrapper. Let's make sure we've got the right one. It's a B class. Let's reclaim this. Okay, carbon and copper. Thank you. All right, let's scrap this ship. So, Ozzy says, with planets. Hey, Katana, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Ozzy says, with planets that have aggressive sentinels, it helps to shut them down ASAP. Yeah, then you can get on with your work. Yep, it sure does. Aggressive sentinels, trust me, they're not a problem with the multi-tool I've got. And even still, it's always a good idea to carry like a Sentinel boundary map with you. That way, if you're ever on a planet with, let's say, for example, aggressive Sentinels. There we go. All you have to do is drop that boundary map, go to the Sentinel pillar, and stop them there. And that's the easiest way to deal with them. Okay, what do we got? All right, let's sell those upgrades. Will you talk to the guy? Thank you. Jeez. Excuse me. Okay, purchase. Sell. B class. All right. There's that ugly karate chop explorer again. Oh my god, that thing is ugly. That's our first ugly ship for today. Okay, we got to sell some stuff. Let's clear our inventory. And I think what we will do is Starship hunt here in Euclid, the Euclid Galaxy. That way it's easier for other players to find. Okay, so we want to sell. Excuse me. Pardon me for a sec. There we go. That's better. All right. Okay, compressed indium scrap.
Units received.
Starship AI valves.
Units received.
Recycled circuitry.
Units received.
Spool and nano cables.
Units received.
You know what? I know I'm missing something. Hold on. All right, that's it. While we're sitting here, take that ferrite dust. Let's grab a stack of this. Let's render this, or process that. That's the longest freaking explorer I've ever seen in my life. Or, excuse me, hauler. It's a bus-style hauler with E-wings. Yep, the ugly ships are real today. Alright, so we are done. Let's call up the freighter. And what we will do is continue the hunt here. In Euclid. So... Where's my other ship? Where's my daily driver? Now, something we can do, since we've got the living ship. Red Man, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, bro. How are you today? Since we've got the living ship and we're also hunting for living ship upgrades. Hold on. I'll take that. Thank you very much. We are. Where's my bases? Oh, you know what we got to do? Hold on. Your bases. Before we do anything else. Oh, we got to remove this base. We got to get rid of this base right here. So Redman says getting over the worst of it. Hey, man, I'm glad you're feeling better, brother. Glad you're feeling better. Yeah, the flu is not nice. Oof. I'm glad you're feeling better, bro. And it's good to see you. As we're underwater, all right, get rid of this because we don't need this hab anymore. Okay, activate the base, and we want to delete. Yeah, worst base ever underwater. I know my starship better be out here. My ship better be out here, bro. If my ship's not out here, I'm going to be ultra pissed. I'm going to be super pissed if my ship's not here. It's not. Dang it. Okay. So we took care of that. All right, we're still in the Euclid Galaxy. Let's get to the space station. And what we will do is continue the starship hunt from here. Oh, no, before we do that, let's go get a living ship upgrade. Let's go grab a living ship upgrade really quickly. If we can. Let me guess. This system is completely abandoned, isn't it? Yeah, this system is abandoned. No station in this star system. Let's hop over to the next system. Let's go to an adjacent system. Something kind of close by. That's Viking. Yep, that one's close. We're going to grab a really quick living ship upgrade while we're here. While we're out, then we will start the living ship hunt. We're going to hunt in Euclid today. Discovered by Thunderstorm 360. Sounds weathery. Ba-dum-tsh. Designing a habitable starship. I don't want to do that today. Can we do that some other day, please? Thank you. Just out of curiosity, what do we have for multi-tools? Check it out. Always check the multi-tools. That's B-class. Boo. That's an experimental multi-tool. It's a C-class, but, I mean, that's an experimental. That's kind of rare. That's kind of rare. Okay. I'm going to mark the location of this. It's a C-class, but this is an experimental multi-tool. These are rare. It's a pistol, but it's still experimental. So let's get the location of this. Okay. If anybody's interested, that multi-tool is an experimental. It's a C-class, but again, it's an experimental. It's one of the rarer styles of multi-tools in No Man's Sky. So if you're interested, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen for this star system. This is the Euclid Galaxy. Excuse me, that's a rare multi-tool. So, okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, let's get that exosuit slot. Always yoink one of these. All right. We don't really need anything from the vendors, so let's hit the teleporter. Okay. Bases. Autophage, Curious Deposit, Sanford and Son Salvage. Here we go. Unlimited living ship upgrades. I can't believe I have this many bases on this on this save. Unbelievable. Let's go. Yeah, we're going to yoink a really quick not S-class, but a really quick Sentinel ship. A really quick living ship upgrade. What we need to do afterwards is go to the freighter, to my capital ship, and send my frigates out on expeditions. All right, let's go. And all we have to do is pulse drive. We should come across the one really quickly. Hopefully you guys are all doing well out there. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. We are technically on the hunt for ugly Sentinel ships, but so far we haven't had any luck. Every ship we found has been fire. Every one we found has been pretty fire. We found 2 S-class Sentinel ships on the same planet. I have never, ever seen that before. I am super pumped, and I do have a base in the area for one of the Sentinel ships if anyone's interested. Just scroll back a little earlier in the live stream and you'll find the glyphs and coordinates for it. Okay, let's pulse drive. Yeah, Ozzy Bob, you don't know, man. I'm super stoked. Hey, there it is. Void Egg. Give me that. Spewing Vents B-Class. I'll take it. I will take it. Nice. This goes over here. So this would technically be the 3rd upgrade for this weapon. Let's evolve it. That's not how you evolve it. There you go. So what do we got? Plus 6 damage, plus 3 fire rate, plus 3 heat dispersion, plus 10 damage. Then again, that's supercharged. Hold on. Okay, so plus 3, plus 3, plus 8. This one is plus 3, plus 7. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Not bad. So which one of these? This one is, hold on, plus 6, plus 3, plus 3. Let's min-max here for a second. This one is plus 3, plus 3, plus 7. Okay, so that one's actually better. This one is plus 3, plus 3, plus 8. Okay, those two are better. So we'll leave those in the supercharged slots. Nice. Yeah, somebody's going to get wrecked. Okay, perfect. All right, there's absolutely... So, Neil Hurricane says, no uglies today, disappointing after yesterday's massive haul of fails. Oh my God, yesterday was, we were 5 out of 5 yesterday for ugly ships. 5 out of 5 for ugly ships yesterday. Today, not so much. So far, we found nothing but good looking ships, but the day's not over yet. Okay, so what we're going to do, we can actually start the hunt from here. Let's take a look at the galaxy map. We're at the outer rim. Jeez, no wonder, dude. Yep, we're going to the black hole. Here we go. Let's hop through that black hole and Go someplace else. Let's go someplace else. Yeah, because we're on the outer rim. Is there a station in the system? Yes, there is. Where's it at? Here it is. Hold on. Oh, it's an outlaw station. You know what? We won't even bother to stop. The system is not dissonant, so it's kind of pointless. All right, here we go. Here we go. So Ball says, I'm at a location for supercharge slots, and a message just popped up saying, thanks, Oddman. Hey, that name recognition. Okay, how far did we go? 6 planets, Viking, alchemical, developing, unstable. So we traveled 868,000 light years. Nice. Where are we at? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. That's much better. That is much better. That is a whole lot better. Much better. So the galactic core is right there. Okay. Nice. That's much better. Okay, let's get the freighter. All right, our capital ship is here. Let's stop by the space station and take a really quick gander at the multi-tool, because I'd like to check out the multi-tools. It might be a good one. Oh, you know what? Before we go to the station, space anomaly. There we go. Let's go to the space anomaly and scrap this multi-tool. Then we need to go to the freighter and put this ship in storage. Not this ship, but the S-Class that we found. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you guys for joining us. So far, we're 0-2 for ugly Sentinel ships. 0-2. We haven't found a single ugly Sentinel ship during this stream. But that being said, we found 2 S-Class Sentinel ships on the same freaking planet, with pretty decent supercharge slots on them as well. So if you're interested, just scroll back a little bit during the stream and you'll find it. The multi-tool guy is over here. And thank you guys for joining us. If you haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. All right, what do we got? Not that one. Okay, where's the leaf blower? There it is. Anything we can yoink out of this? It's got the waveform recycler. We can prepackage that. We'll take that. We can put this one someplace else. Anything else? Paralysis mortar? I guess we can prepackage this one. All right, let's scrap it. Okay, we want to scrap that for 535. Okay, here we go. We got some A-class upgrades. Yes, please. And 2 Sentinel weapon shards. Nice. Yeah, the paralysis mortars are okay. They're not bad. You just have to remember to use them, but they're actually pretty decent. Okay, done. Let's go to the station. All right, let's go. You know, one of these days I'll actually get around to customizing this character again. Yeah, went through the entire expedition and I still don't have my brand new set of robes. Let's take a really quick look at the multi-tool. Really quick look. Nice purple. Nice purple station. I think Jason Plays would be proud. Okay, what do we got? Did we get any multi-tool stuff? Got a little bit. We're keeping those A-class upgrades because why not? We can put those in one of the other multi-tools that I have. Sentinel weapon shard. And, yep, we can preload the multi-tool with all this. Perfect. Okay, what do we got? Boo. Oh, that's even worse. That's even worse. All right, let's yoink one of these. Yes, please. Mark it. Got it. Let's talk to this guy. Actually, no, we don't want to talk to him. We don't want to talk to this guy. Hold on. We don't want to talk to that guy. Let's get these spare parts out of my inventory. Sell. Sell the once useful springs. Handful of cogs.
Units received.
All right, I think that's it. Yep. Okay. Let's swap multi-tools. Okay, this is my dedicated mining multi-tool, so... Oh, let's go ahead and move all of these upgrades. Yeah, we'll plug in the paralysis mortar. We'll plug that in there. And waveform recycler can go there. Scanner. And mining beam. Although I've got S-Class all the way, so that's what I thought. Okay, this one, pulse spitter. Yep, that'll work. Let's plug them in here. Plug them in here. There we go. There we go. Plug that over there. Okay, that is positron. That's for ship. Okay, looks like we're good to go. So, hey, Dan Morris, welcome back. It's good to see you. Okay, we are ready. Let's go. Make a restore point really quickly. Let's go to the freighter. Since the freighter is in system, we can hop, skip, and jump right over there. Very nice. Excuse me while I have a sip of some delicious, fat-free, no-calorie diet water. Oh, that water is very good when you're thirsty. Okay, next thing we need to do is park one of the starships if we can find it. There we go. Okay, so we want to manage starships. Yep, this one goes in storage. Yes, please. Put that one in storage. All right. Okay, that's better. Okay, next up. Oh, let's talk to the mission guy. Hold on. While we're here, let's talk to this dude. What kind of expeditions you got for me, buddy? Okay, these three are combat. Perfect. Let's assign a frigate. Assigned. Okay, next. Assign. Mining pirates. Excuse me. Launch. Yeah, you'll probably get damaged on the way back, but it's okay. Okay, send this one out. This one is balanced. We'll send the mining ship out for this one. Launch. Red Boxer. Whoops. Sorry about that, Red Boxer. How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. Welcome to the channel. And last one. Assign. Let's send this one out. Because we're trying to build stats on them. Okay, that's it. Those frigates are all out. Okay, so we are ready, actually. We're all ready to go. Oh, pardon me for just a sec. I got to turn on the lights. Okay, sorry about that. And we're back. Okay. And again, 072 Red Boxers, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining us. 07 Traveler. Okay, we want to head toward the galactic core, if we can find it. Okay, there it is. It's over there. It's in that direction. Okay, so we have a 2-star. Yep, 2-star Gek. Let's go to it. Ozzy Bob says, I never send out frigates without boosters. Helps a heap. Yeah, you know, I'm too lazy to get boosters. I know which boosters you're talking about. I'm too lazy to get them. I'll probably have to do another run on the frigate upgrades, because we can get unlimited freighter and frigate upgrades. So probably going to have to do a run on that system at some point. All right, here we go. Save points. A scan. Remember, people, we're hunting for ugly AF Sentinel ships. Ugly AF Sentinel ships. We were 5 for 5 yesterday. So far, we're 0 for 2 today. It's bad. Okay, so it's radioactive planet. 6 fauna. Let's mark it. Ancient bones. Salvageable scrap. Nice. Interesting. Lithium. Interesting. We got quartzite. What's on that moon? Fungal mold. There might be runaway mold on that moon. And another radioactive planet. Okay, we got it marked. Let's go. First stop is the space station to check out the multi-tool. Always check out the multi-tool if we can find our way out of here. One of these days, I'm going to customize this freighter. One of these days. I don't play on this save very often. So that's why my freighter's kind of like a mix mash right now. All right, grab the living ship. So, Dan Morris says, what's better for nanites, curious deposits or abandoned building eggs? Are you talking about the larval cores? Oh, curious deposits, without a doubt. Curious deposits, hands down, are the best and most efficient way to get nanites in No Man's Sky. Even as a new player. The only thing you have to do is invest a little bit of time in getting good mining beam upgrades. The most important upgrades you'll need are the blueprints for the advanced mining beam and the optical drill. You only need one good supercharge slot. So, Ozzy says, eggs are 50 each, fast to process. Yeah, but eggs don't respawn. So the larval cores, they're fast to process, but they don't respawn. That's the problem. And I think you'll spend more time looking for abandoned buildings for those eggs than you will if you were simply to find a stack of curious deposits and mine those. That's just my opinion, by the way. That's just my opinion. Yeah, William, and you guys, you do have a point. If you want quick nanites, then larval cores are the way to go. So check it out. What do we have here? We got 2 baller haulers with short tails. Nice. Okay, this is a turreted hauler. Hold on a second. Okay, so the ugly ship hunt begins. Okay, this hauler has a broken neck, so yeah. This is a turreted hauler because it's got the turret next to the actual cockpit, but it's a baller hauler. Baller haulers are kind of rare, and I say kind of, because it depends on the actual configuration of the balls. Oh my God, that does not even sound right. You guys heard nothing. You heard nothing. I'm going to shut up right now. I'm just going to shut up. But there it is. It's a broken neck hauler. I'm not saying anything else. We're done. We're leaving. we're leaving. That didn't even sound right. We're leaving. Screw it. If you want that ship, come get it. I'm not saying anything else. We're leaving. This is a B class. Yeah, William, get me out of this. Get me out of this. You guys heard nothing. What do we got? The less said, the better. Here we go. We're leaving. Goodbye. So, Red Boxer says, sorry, new to the game. Found a damaged ship with a few back. Back to the space station. Think I could call it and have to watch videos, but it won't spawn. It says damaged. Any ideas? Yeah, you need to repair the. Let's see if I can show you. Hold on. That's the wrong ship, but you got to repair the launch thruster and the pulse engine. Once you repair the launch thruster and pulse engine, you can call the ship in. So those are the only 2 components you have to repair on the ship. Launch thruster and pulse engine. Then you can call it in. There we go. Yeah, Morris, you heard nothing. You guys heard nothing. Strip that from your memory. Oh, hold up. We got a solar. We got a solar ship. What do we got, buddy? Let's take a look. Okay, that's not bad. We got a bladed solar ship, green. Bladed. That's a nice color. That's actually a nice color. Green and gray. Green and gray, very nice. That's a decent color. I like that. I like that. I mean, it's not spectacular, but it's actually really nice. That's a nice color. Just out of curiosity, what kind of sales do we have on this one? What's that? Trouble is you can't find it now. Ah, I see. If you haven't claimed a crashed and abandoned starship, if you fire off another emergency cartographic data, if you're using charts, for example, or if you have a mech or some sort of an exocraft with a scanner, with the right scanner, you can find that ship again, because the scanner will actually find it'll find distress signals. which is what you're looking for whenever you find an abandoned ship, or to look up for an abandoned ship. You need to find a distress signal. So you can find it again if you've got an exocraft with the right scanner, or if you have alien cartographic charts, or emergency cartographic data, I should say, which you can buy from space stations. Okay, so we want to make an offer. What do you got for me? Ooh. Okay. Okay, this is something I can work with. I can work with this one. It's got crescent sails. It's a C-class. It is a C-class, but it has crescent sails on it. Yeah, Morris, very nice color combo on this ship. And it's got crescent sails. Green crescent sails on this one. Very nice, man. Very nice. All right, let's catalog this ship. Hold on. Let's catalog this one. Okay, this starship is located in the Euclid Galaxy. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen if you want this style of ship. This is a crescent sail, bladed solar ship. Crescent sail, bladed solar ship. Very nice, man. Very nice. With green sails, I might add. Very nice ship. I like this one. This one is definitely worth a keep. Definitely worth a keep. All right. Let's go. Very nice. That one is definitely a keeper. Now, of course, you want to get a higher class of ship if you can find one. All right. But let's move that. Here we go. Okay, let's go check out the Sentinel ship for this star system. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. We are still on the hunt for ugly AF Sentinel ships. Any kind of ship, actually. At this point, any kind of ugly ship will do. So far, we're 0 for 2 today. We're literally 0 for 2. Not a single ugly Sentinel ship. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Now, we did find 2 S-Class Sentinel ships at the beginning of today's live stream. Two ships on the same planet. Unbelievable. This planet's got the worst topology I've ever seen. So what do we got? Okay. What the actual crap is... Hold on. Chat. Okay. It looks like a manta ray. It's a manta ray with pincers. Yeah, exactly. And it's orange. And it's orange. So, hold on. Let's get some light on this mofo. There we go. I mean, it's not bad, but you can't get much more orange than this. Yeah, William says, next. You can't get much more orange than this. Okay, this is Ugly Sentinel ship number 1 for today. I know there's 1 or 2 of you weirdos out there that like this style of Sentinel ship, so if you like this ship, here it is. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. I know 1 or 2 of you weirdos out there like this kind of ship. I know 1 of you guys like this ship. So if you like it, here it is. You know what? Let's land and claim it. And scrap it and go make some money. Watch it be an S-class. Watch this thing be an S-class. Except the Cyclone wants a hug. It does look like a Cyclone, doesn't it? So William says looks yellow. It does look yellow, doesn't it? I don't know. It looks orange. It looks orange to me. Okay, it is. It's a freaking A-class. You guys suck. You have got to be kidding. It's an A-class. This thing? This. I'll take the Walker brain, thank you. We will take that brain. Oh my God. You have got to be kidding me. It looks orange to me. This, without, that looks orange, man. But nevertheless, here it is. Here, it's a freaking A-class. You know what? Let's check the superstar. I can't speak. I can't speak. I can't speak. I'm sorry. I can't speak. Let's check the supercharged slots. So William says, I do like the flat ship. Well, William, here you go.
Technology repaired.
Of course, right? Of course. Of course. Yeah, that looks orange. That looks orange. Of course it is. Of course. How much you guys want to bet this is a 3+1? Anyways, if you, oh my God, I cannot believe this is an A-class. This. All right, so glyphs again, lower left-hand corner of the screen. If you want this ship, this is a medium Sentinel fighter with ventral pincer stabilizers and heavy wings. What you see is what you get. That's pretty much it. What you see is what you get. This is a triple thruster. Yep, triple thruster. So if you like this style of Sentinel ship, here it is. I don't mind the orange color. I think the color is fine. I would have preferred dorsal and ventral pincers with wingtip thrusters, or if nothing else, with tank treads. Something with tank tread landing gear. I can't believe this thing is an A-class. Okay, let's grab it and get it up to the station. Yeah, this one's going to be a pass. Compare and claim. Yeah, the wings will dip down on this one. I honestly think wingtip thrusters would look better. Let's recharge our hazard protection.
Technology recharge.
This planet sucks anyway. All right, let's go. Yeah, that is the typical iconic paint color for Sentinel ships right there. That's the default color. It's not a bad looking ship, but meh. Nothing really spectacular. Let's get this thing to the station and check out its supercharged slots. Yeah, William, I think wingtip thrusters and ventral or dorsal stabilizers would have been a plus, but, you know. Can't win them all, I guess. It's not a bad-looking ship, but I think the ventral pincers by themselves kind of let it down. Okay, we are here. It's not bad. It's not bad, though. I'm calling this Ugly Sentinel ship number 1 for today because this is the closest thing we found to an ugly ship. Midlife Crisis, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you? 07, sir? Yeah, so Red Boxsters says, as I'm new to the game, every ship I see looks cool. For the most part, they do, but you've got some really outlandish Sentinel ships in this game. I'm talking just asinine. Some of them are just completely asinine. They're so ridiculous. But in general, most of them are pretty cool. The only thing that lets this ship down, in my opinion, are the ventral pincers, ventral stabilizers. Now, if the ventral stabilizers had thrusters, or if we had wingtip thrusters, it would be okay. Alright, let's do a quick upgrade on this ship so we can take a look at its slots. Okay, make that free, apply. This is just so that we can see what the upgrades are on this ship. Okay, here we go. Upgrade. Okay, this is a 2+1-in-1. It does have a rocket. It's got the phase beam. It does have a phase beam, which is okay. I can yoink that and put that on another ship. So this one is a 2+1. Guitar Guy 80, hello, sir. How are you? Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us. Everybody, Guitar Guy 80 is a fellow content creator. He's part of the Odd Fam here. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channel, check him out. He does Grand Theft Auto Online content and No Man's Sky content. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channel, check him out, show him some love. You know how we do it here. Always support the Odd Fam. Guitar Guy 80, good to see you, brother, as always. Thanks for joining us. Okay, yeah, we're going to yoink this. Yeah, we're totally going to yoink that. Okay, let's revert. Yeah, just wanted to see what that was, what the supercharged slots were. That's a 2+1. This is not worth a hunt. Hey, Guitar Guy 80, no problem, brother. No problem at all. We have 185 people out there watching. Thank you guys so much for coming in clutch today. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Here we go. Where am I going? We got to scrap the ship. Hold on, before we do, yoink this. Give me that. We can put this in freighter, I think, can't we? Yep. So what is this? This is illegal, overloaded. Oh, those are X-class upgrades. Ah, for the pulse spitter. Okay. Nice. Industrial cargo link. You know what? Give me this. We're totally going to sell that. Give me that. What is this? Bromide salt. Sell it. Sell it. No idea what this is. Iridescite. We'll hold on to that. We got a whole bunch of these. Got a bunch of those. So we got a bunch of mango gold. Don't even ask me how we got that. All right. And this is phase beam. Okay. All right. There we go. We can break this down. Because that copper and carbon is a farm too. All right, let's go. Here, let's pin that message. Thank you very much, sir. Okay. So Red Boxster says, yep, started to realize that. I'm actually enjoying lurking, as this game is so deep you can learn much by watching live gameplay. Yes, and I was going to do a Let's Play, or continue the Let's Play for the main storied quest, but said, you know what, let's keep on with the Starships for today. Next time we hop on for No Man's Sky, we'll probably continue with the main storied quest on another save. But the game, this is one of the best games I've ever played, without a doubt, hands down. The developer, Hello Games, they know how to treat their community. They're very community-oriented and very community-friendly. So that's why I like them, and that's why I like the game as much as I do. This is one of the best games I've ever played. Okay, let's scrap it. Done. Okay, let's sell this stuff. Oh, let's swap out the radiant pillar. Get my daily driver out here. There we go. Swap out the radiant pillar. Okay, let's go talk to somebody before they fly off. It's always best to sell to the pilots instead of the station. If you sell too much of the same item to the station, then you can actually crash the economy in the star system. So Guitar Guy 80, what's that? You just woke up? No problem, brother. Yeah, we're back on the old hunt for ugly starships today. So far, we're 1 for 2. We're legit 1 for 2. And William is correct. Yeah, don't be afraid to ask questions. These guys out here watching are more knowledgeable about No Man's Sky than I am. So they'll be able to help you with just about anything. Me, I'm just some random guy stealing starships. That's what I'm doing. I steal starships. Okay, let's talk to the Gek with the really bad shave. Hey, buddy. Offer to trade. We want to sell. Compressed indium scrap.
Units received.
Sell the bromides. Oh, whatever. Get that out of my inventory, please. Thank you. Starship AI valves. We can sell the single Walker brain because we got plenty of those. Subatomic regulator. Sell that link. Spool of nano cables. And we can sell that. Perfect. Okay. And we're totally keeping those 3 S-Class upgrades. Yes, please. Ooh, check this out. Check this out. It's a C-Class, but check this out. A perfectly symmetric Explorer. X-Wing Explorer. Hold on. Hold on a sec. Hold on a second. That is nice. Now, I will say the colors could be better. That's teal and red or teal and pink. So, Guitar Guy 80, you have an Explorer like this one? I have an X-Wing Explorer, but it's chrome. It's actually all chrome. This is not bad. The colors kind of throw me off a little bit, but this is nice. It's perfectly symmetric. And it's an X-Wing. This is a nice looking Explorer. I like this one. This is really nice. So if you like this style of Explorer, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. Yeah, I always try to catalog good-looking ships to the extent possible. This is a good-looking ship. I like this one. Very nice. It's symmetric and it's an X-Wing. What's not to like about it? Okay, we're done in this star system. We're done. Next system. Okay, let's go back to the freighter. Actually, you know, we're supposed to be making nanites. Hold on a sec. Yeah, because we got a whole bunch of brains. Did we do those brains? I try to keep a stack of 10. So we got 2. Let's refine a stack of this for 500. Yes, please.
Technology recharge.
All right. Okay, let's go. Next system. We are in the Euclid Galaxy today. We're in the old stomping ground. So that ship wasn't too bad. That is, however, ugly Sentinel ship number 1 for today. So, next. All right, so we're headed toward the Galactic Core. Okay, 3-star, but it's not dissonant. That is a 1-star. We'll skip the 1-star systems. Although there could be a good-looking ship here. Let's go take a look. This is a purple star system. Next system is purple. And we're upside down. And we're upside down. And we're upside down. Okay. All right, first contact. Nice. Okay. It's a 1 star, so I'm not expecting a lot. We have stellar. Uh-oh. Stellar corruption. Yeah, this is a Oh no, it's got 13 fauna. It's not an anomaly planet. Okay, so there should technically be a ship on that rock. Okay. What else do we have here? So we've got 2 dissonant planets. This one is viridescent. Let's go quartzite, ammonium, magnetized ferrite. This one probably has extreme storms. Viridescent. Let's go to this planet instead. Let's mark this one. Let's mark that one instead. You said there's no upside or downside in space. There is when you're hyperdriving. Trust me, there's an upside down when you're hyperdriving. Okay, let's go to that planet. This one's viridescent, so there should be no storms. Oh, it says torrential heat. Never mind. Shouldn't be too bad, I guess. What else do we have? So we've got temperate, chromatic fog, wine dark planet. What the crap is a wine dark planet? Waterlocked. That's an ocean planet. What the actual French toast is a wine dark planet? Yeah, William, if it's got activated quartzite, it's probably an extreme planet. This one is probably an extreme planet. Anything activated means you've got extreme storms. Yeah, William, exactly. Bad storms. So this is probably an extreme planet. We should probably check that out just to take a look at it. Chromatic fog. Okay. All right, let's go. Interesting. Got some interesting planets here. First order of business is to hit the space station. If we can teleport, thank you. So Ball said you used to be able to do a flip turn while warp jumping. I remember that. I wonder why Hello Games patched that. I wonder why they patched that. You know, my guess is that there was probably some kind of an issue with one of the other consoles where it was causing issues, let's say, for example, on like the Nintendo Switch, because I think they patched it right around the time they released the Nintendo Switch 1 version of No Man's Sky. I do remember that, though. I do remember it. Ooh, this is an abandoned system. This star system's abandoned. Let's check out the space station. Let's get some free stuff. There is no multi-tool here, but we do have some free upgrades that we can grab. Yeah, this system's abandoned. The system's completely abandoned. Yeah, I thought that was kind of strange that they patched it anyway because it wasn't any sort of a glitch or an exploit. You know, I am really hoping that Hello Games does something with these abandoned space stations. You know, I think one thing that No Man's Sky is missing is like a background simulation. We do have kind of a background simulation in No Man's Sky as it exists right now, because players can discover and rename star systems, animals, and everything else. Whenever you visit a system that's already been discovered, you'll see the discoverer's name on screen. That's kind of a background simulation. What part of what you do in No Man's Sky can affect other players. I think Hello Games should probably do more with that. So, for example, if one day we get a chance to take over abandoned space stations, you know, we can take over an abandoned space station and rebuild the economy. We know that gameplay mechanic exists in No Man's Sky now. Do you guys remember the Utopia expedition? Utopia let us do that. You literally rebuilt the economy in an entire star system, an abandoned star system. So we know the gameplay mechanic does exist. I do kind of hope that Hello Games does something with that in the future. Man, we're getting some good stuff here. There we go. And we got some liquid explosive. Nice. Okay. Yep, let's get it. Thank you. Man, we got some good stuff. Okay, that is exosuit. Nice. Let's move that out of the way. Move this here. The viscous fluid is for the ship. That's for the ship. We don't need the glass. Get rid of that. And I thought I sold that. Hold on. We're going to sell that. Oversized linkage. Yeah, exactly. You just can't use it yet. That, I think, is going to be one of the... I'm not going to say final updates for No Man's Sky because Hello Games will never stop updating this game, even after Light No Fire releases. This game will continue to get updates. But there's still way too many untold or unsolved mysteries, if you will. Unsolved mysteries regarding No Man's Sky. The Void Mother, the Realm of Glass, all of the abandoned space stations, all of the abandoned star systems. In fact, I think there are more abandoned star systems now after the Interstellar Multitudes update than there ever have been in this game. We see abandoned star systems all over the place now. I mean, they're everywhere. Systems with no space stations at all. That's what I would like to see. I would like the ability to literally build a space station in an abandoned system. We should be able to do that. That game mechanic does exist in No Man's Sky. It does. So we want to sell, ship. I don't really need to get relic. Get rid of these. Get rid of the transponders. The Viking effigy we don't need. Get rid of the oversized canister linkage. Sell the Gek relics because we can always get more. All right. Yeah, but when I think about it, there's always so much more that Hello Games can do with No Man's Sky. Who out there thought that we would ever get the ability to build, literally build and craft our own corvettes? We're talking about full-blown ships with customizable, with explorable interior. Who thought we would ever be able to do that? You could literally walk around the interior of a corvette while you're in flight. That is insane. It really is. I never thought I would see that. Okay, hey, Red Boxers, thank you for joining us. Good to see you as always. Take care and God bless you, man. We will see you next time. Yeah, when freaking Voyager's released, my mind was blown. Mind freaking blown, man, I swear. Voyager's literally broke the internet because Hello Games did something with, excuse me, with No Man's Sky that Elite Dangerous hasn't done yet. Seriously, they're sending me to that planet. Okay, so we got to go to the Stellar Corruption. Fine. Let's go to the Stellar Corruption. Ozzy Bob says, would be very cool if they use the same idea for frigates and freighters. It is possible. Someone suggested that we might get the ability to customize freighters or build freighters, capital ships, in the same way. Someone speculated that. Ball says, it's a game that keeps giving for free. Exactly my point. Like I said, Hello Games, those guys have been leading a masterclass on how to treat their community, on how to treat a gaming community. Free updates, never charge for microtransactions, none of that BS. You buy the game and you own it. You legit own the game. I bought this game 3 times. I bought this game 3 times across 3 different platforms, obviously, and it's just, the game is amazing. You know, but most importantly, the developer, Hello Games, knows how to treat their community. A lot of these other AAA game developers, they're a bunch of greedy corporate shills, man, I swear. They suck. In Hello Games, these guys know how to lead a masterclass on how to treat a gaming community, which I think is one of the reasons why the game is so successful. Okay, what do we got? Oh my God. This ship is so ugly. Land. Hey, Enzo, what's up, man? How's it going, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Long time no see, man. What the actual French toast is this? All right, this is ugly ship number 2 for the day. Oh, my. This thing is, ooh. Lights. This ship is so ugly, it's oogly. What is this? This thing is ugly. We did it. We did it. We found the ugly ship. We found the ugly ship. So, ladies and gents, we have an inverted hauler, orange. An inverted hauler, orange. Clipped medium wings, reverse bladed wings, and wingtip thrusters. This thing is so ugly, not even a pork chop around its neck would help. Yeah, it's an inverted hauler. The hauler extension is upside down on this one. This thing is oogly. All right, now I know there's one of 2 of you weirdos out there that like this kind of ship. If you like this ship, the glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. This is a 1-star system. This is also a purple star system. This is a purple star system, so you will need an Atlantic drive to get here. But if you like this style of ship, and for any other possible reason, I can't imagine why you would like this style of Sentinel ship. But if you do, there it is.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Oh, lady, shut up with your gravitational storm. Shut up. I don't want to hear about it. I am pissed. What do we got for junk? It's a C-class, by the way. We're going to scrap that ship for the money. And for the brains, because brains are a good way to get, a good way to get nanites. So we will take that brain. Hold on. There we go. Okay, let's go. All right, let's claim this thing, get it up to the ship, and get the French toast out of this star system. I swear. I swear, this is the worst. It's bad.
Technology repaired.
This ship is ugly. That's ugly. I don't care what you guys say. This thing is oogly. It's so ugly. All right, let's get it up to the station, excuse me, and scrap it. This thing is so ugly, it's like driving around in a car missing its front bumper. That's how embarrassing it is to fly this ship. It's like driving a car somewhere in the States without a front bumper. Ridiculously embarrassing. This is the ugliest hauler I've ever seen. Yeah, William, you're right. The worst part, they get uglier. They get uglier. This thing is ugly. But I know there's somebody out there that likes this ship, so yeah. So Ball says that Atlantic multi-tool with the 3 supercharged slots has a 4th one slot over. You got a good multi-tool, man. That's a good multi-tool. That is a very good multi-tool. You know, we need to take a live stream and just hunt for multi-tools. That's something that I haven't done recently. Just hunt for random and rare multi-tools. Some of the best multi-tools I've ever found were at abandoned autophage camps and freaking monoliths. And at monoliths. Yeah, that thing is an embarrassment. That's an embarrassment. I actually like haulers, but that is a whole lot of nope. So, what we want is... let's yoink this. If we can stop mashing the buttons. There we go. All right. Starship outfitting. Okay, so William, I got a question for you. And I know I've asked this question before, but because I've got like short-term memory loss, I can't remember. Since you've done an abandoned playthrough of No Man's Sky, let me ask you, what other ways in an abandoned mode playthrough of getting upgrades? Of just getting random upgrades, aside from going to the space station? As far as I know, there's no way to get X-Class upgrades unless you can somehow find the suspicious packages of arms and tech. So we want to begin salvage. Claim scrap. Okay, done. Because I'm thinking about doing an abandoned playthrough on the channel, where all the space stations look just like this. There's nothing. Okay, so we want to sell. We'll keep the liquid explosive, recycle circuitry.
Units received.
Compressed indium scrap.
Units received.
AI valves.
Received.
Subatomic regulators.
Received.
Spool of nanocables.
Units received.
He says, correct. Otherwise, you'll have to scrap ships for upgrades. Yep, okay. That's the only other way to get upgrades. Yeah, we got to get our free stuff before we proceed. Did we get the free stuff? Yes, we did. All right, let's go. We got all the free stuff. Okay, daily driver, yes please. Let's head back to the freighter. Next system. We are done here. And I want to thank you guys so much for joining us today. Thanks for sticking with us. We're on the hunt for the ugliest Sentinel ships ever. We just found a really ugly one. So far today, we are 2 for 2. We're 2 for 2. 2 good-looking ships versus 2 ugly ones. So we're 2 for 2. Ozzy Bob says, memory fragments from dead traveler graves, but hard to find in that mode. Yep. Because there are no travelers on space stations, so good luck with that. You have to randomly find a grave. That still makes for very interesting gameplay, though, or playthrough. That makes for a very interesting playthrough. So yeah, scrapping ships, scrapping multi-tools for multi-tool upgrades. Because none of the space stations are going to have multi-tools on them. So you'll have to go to either abandoned autophage camps, or if you're far enough along, I'm not sure if you can get the Atlantic multi-tool from the freaking monoliths in abandoned mode. I'm not sure if that even works. All right, let's go. All right, next system. Okay, that was a 1-star. Yeah, kind of figured as much. So William says, no, it doesn't. Yeah, I kind of figured it wouldn't. Because it's completely abandoned. So, yeah, there are no other races in the system. The hyperdrive has no fuel. The Emperor has no pants. Okay, let's make a warp hypercore, shall we? There we go. Oops.
Technology recharge.
All right, let's try that again. So Ball says memory fragments had an S-class for exosuits, and with the recent update, they turned it into a C-class. Bro, I know how you feel. I know how you feel. I haven't been back there yet, but do you guys remember the you remember that huge deposit of curious deposits that I found during a previous live stream a couple of weeks ago? Every one of those curious deposits were changed to metal fingers. There were like 23 curious deposits at that one location. Every one changed to metal fingers. I almost rage quit. So Dan Morris says, are you looking forward to Light No Fire? I'm a bit worried because it won't have a variety. It only has one planet. I love space travel and new discovery elements of No Man's Sky. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because it's going to be a new way to play the game. It'll be a new way to play not only single player, but multiplayer. And I'm hoping that Hello Games focuses on the single player aspect of Light No Fire in addition to multiplayer. Because one thing that I don't want to see is Light No Fire become like a live service title. I don't think that'll ever be a case or ever be the thing, but hopefully Hello Games will focus on the single player aspect of it. I am looking forward to it because playing on a single planet, we got to remember that Light No Fire will be a remarkably different game than No Man's Sky. They're two separate games. One game focuses on space exploration. The other game is going to focus on planetary exploration. So we got to remember that the planet on which Light No Fire will take place is a 1-to-1 scale Earth-sized planet. So yeah, that's something else to consider. Okay, we got a 2-star Viking. Let's go. Yeah, I guess we can go there. You know what? Let's go to the 2-star Gek. Let's go to the Gek system. So yeah, I am definitely looking forward to it. It'll be a different way to play. You know, because I like the medieval kind of swords and sorcery role-playing type games. I like those games. So I'm looking forward to it. Another game that I'm looking forward to that's releasing in March, and I might actually buy, is Crimson Desert. I did some research on it. I know somebody mentioned it during a GTA stream. I was confusing Crimson Desert with Black Desert because Black Desert is another... it's a free-to-play live service title on Steam. And you can get it on console too. But I saw it and I said, this is a live service game. Even if it's free-to-play, it's hyper-monetized. So I read an interview where the developers for Crimson Desert said the game, it's by itself. The game itself is the premium experience. That's it. No, they said absolutely no microtransactions, zero monetization. You buy the game, that's it. End of discussion, full stop. That was pretty much what they said. That was the developer's words. The game is the premium experience. That's it. No microtransaction. I said, okay, you have my you got my undivided attention. You got my interest. So I did some research, and it's going to be a single player game. It's a single player. Swords and sorcery, medieval type of role-playing game. I said, okay, this looks like fun. And after doing more research, this one is life incompatible. Oh, crap. No fauna. There's no fauna in this system. This was a wasted trip. We got to leave. We're leaving. Which that means there's no starship here. So after doing some research, I said I might buy this game because I think it'll be a good fit for the channel. Okay, we're leaving. All right, what else do we got? Anything? Hold it. Ooh, hold it. 3-star. 3-star Korvax Dissident. Let's go to it. So Ball says, gut it because I gave it to random players. Like I said, I lost an entire Curious Deposit farm to Metal Fingers after the update. I'm not happy. So Ozzy Bob says, upgrades you might get from Station Galactic Market terminals are from suspicious packages. Yeah, you know, I was thinking about that. Because it's abandoned. Well, the last time we were able to get X-Class upgrades from suspicious packages during an abandoned playthrough was only during the expedition. Outside of the expedition, you typically don't see suspicious packages at the space stations during an abandoned run. I know I haven't seen any in abandoned space stations, that's for sure. Now, it might be different when you start an actual abandoned playthrough. All right, here we go. All right, parched. Supercritical. Poisonous. Rainy. Rainy. Crap. Okay, here we go. This planet has 12 fauna. That's our planet. Let's go. That's our planet. And this is Paradise. Seriously, the Paradise planet is one planet over. Man, you guys suck. Okay, let's go. Oh, we did upload that info, right? Yes, we did. All right, let's grab a ship, go to the space station, and check it out. This is a Korvax Dissident system, so yeah, we might be able to look for one of those here. All right, let's go to the space station. If we can find it. Where's the space station? There it is. Yeah, if we can find it. All right. Another purple and bronze station. Okay. Check out the multi-tools really quickly. What do we got? Boo. It gets worse. It gets worse. Are you freaking serious? How is that ugly multi-tool in S-Class? How is that an S-Class? Man, we're on a freaking roll today, man. We're on a roll today. Now, supercharged slots are not that great, but, I mean, come on. This multi-tool right here will save you 85,000 nanites. It'll save you 85,000 nanites, so yeah. All right, if you guys want this multi-tool, hold on. This is the Euclid Galaxy. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Yeah, it's an ugly multi-tool, but it's an S-Class. You might want to come get this one. It's at the space station. I'm pretty sure you can find this same multi-tool at one of the minor settlements on one of the planets, but hey, here it is. S-Class multi-tool. We're on a roll today. William said, check the S-Class. Give me a second. Let's get this. Let's get the expansion slot. Let's check that scanner. That might be a pretty decent one. Hold on. Okay, so it is supercharged. We can't move it. It is supercharged. It's supercharged, but it's got all the stats on it. It's got all the stats. I think this is either a B. I think this is a B class. This could be a B class because the fauna and I can't speak. Fauna and mineral stats are not that great, even though they are supercharged. Floral stats are off the freaking chain. They're off the chain. I think that's either a B or an A class equivalent. That's not too bad, though. That's pretty decent. It is supercharged. We can't remove it unless we buy it, so. Okay, we're done here. Let's go. Where's my ship? Restore points. Oh, you know what? We got to sell those. We totally got to sell those. Hold on. Get rid of them C-class upgrades. We want to sell pulse engine and hyperdrive. Okay. All right, now we're ready. There we go. Yeah, but another game that I'm looking forward to is definitely going to be Crimson Desert. The game looks immaculate. It looks really good. The best part is that the developer is releasing physical copies. There will be physical discs for the game. Now, the question is whether or not you'll be able to play the entire game from the disc. But both Xbox and PlayStation are getting physical copies. Steam, or the PC version, I should say. The PC version is getting a game key code. I don't think it's getting an actual physical disc. It's getting a game key code in the actual box. So I'm probably going to skip the... if I buy it, I'll skip the PC version and just get the Xbox version. Or just get the Series X version, I should say. And that's because I want the actual physical discs. That's what I want. So we'll wait and see. We'll see. The game releases, I think, on March 19th. It looks really good. It looks really good. And if I buy it, I might get the premium edition. There are 3 different versions coming out. The premium edition is going to be like freaking $89. The standard edition is going to be $69. But I want the physical copy, so we'll see. If I buy it, I'll definitely bring some sort of a Let's Play to my channel for it. But I also want to wait and see the actual reviews for the game. I got burned big time when I bought Mind's Eye. Mind's Eye was a total flop, and that game is garbage. I pre-ordered Mind's Eye, thinking that it would be the next GTA Online or GTA 5 killer. Nope. That game shot itself in both feet with one bullet. That's how bad it was. Really good cinematics, trash gameplay. Okay, what do we got? Ooh, hold on. We might have a winner. Hold on. So William says everybody got burnt. Everybody got burnt, bro. Everybody did. I was so disappointed in that game. Oh, hold on a sec. Give me that. Always get your radiant shards, people. These things are worth a lot of money. And nanites, of course. All right. So what do we got? This is not bad. Check this one out. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Hold on. So we have, if we can zoom in a bit, this is a medium Sentinel fighter, single thruster. Medium Sentinel fighter, single thruster, bat wings. Double-bladed wings, or bat wings if you prefer. A TIE fighter, exactly. TIE fighter stabilizers. This is not bad. This one is not bad. Blue, gray, and black. Very nice. This is not bad. It could use tank treads. It could use tank treads. This is not bad. Hey, some dude, what's up, man? How's it going, bro? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, that is the bot farms are a real problem on YouTube. It's not only YouTube, it's on Twitch and Kick as well, but that's just, unfortunately, we have no control over that. We don't. The best thing we can do as content creators is, we set chat to prohibit bots from engaging. And, it's important. It is important for me to have a solid community like I do. And that's because of everybody out there watching. You guys are freaking amazing. I love you guys. We have a very good community here. It's a lot of hard work. People, hey, it's always the little man that gets to the that gets to the finish line last. So I'll get there eventually. Okay, so if you guys like this style of Sentinel ship, this is the Euclid Galaxy. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is a medium Sentinel fighter. TIE fighter style stabilizers and double-bladed wings. Bat wings specifically, with bat wings. This is a nice one. Nice, very nice find. Blue, white, blue, gray, and black. Or blue, white, and black, whichever you prefer. Hey, some dude, appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. And like I said, we have a great community here thanks to you and everybody else out there. You guys are freaking amazing. I love you guys. All right. Not bad. This is a pretty decent find. I like this one. Not bad. So what do we got? It's a B class. This one is a B class. This is a 3-star Korvax system, so we have a pretty decent chance of finding an S-class on this planet. But this one, I think, is worth a hunt. This one, I think, is definitely worth a hunt. Here's what we'll do. Let's see what we got for scrap. Oh, you can keep your rusty metal, buddy. You can keep your rusty metal. Let's drop a base. Because I want to get to some other star systems before we wrap up today. Let's drop a base, not here. I mean, I guess we could drop a base here, but I think it'll be a better idea to drop a base at a camp. That might make more sense. And what we'll do is just fly this ship over there, take a photo of it so that we'll know what it is. So Ball says, ain't we all the biological bots? I got no comment. I have no comment. Yeah, Twitter is in an uproar because the CEO of freaking OpenAI stuck both feet in his mouth yesterday with a comment he made about how human beings are far more of a waste on resources than AI. What an idiot. I'm not even going to start that conversation, but what an idiot. Okay, let's grab this ship and let's find a base here. Let's find a camp. So for that, we need one of these. Echolocator. This is a pretty decent ship. I think this one's worth a search. But we'll come back. I'll come back and I'll hunt for this one some other time. I want to get to some other planets before we wrap up. Or some other star systems. This one is definitely worth a hunt, I think. Okay, let's grab this one. Head over and set up a base. Okay. Supercharged slots are probably spread out. Excuse me. Probably spread out on this one, but that's okay. Let's compare, and let's claim it. Okay. Let's get to the autophage camp. That's not bad. That's a pretty decent ship. Tank treads would be nice, though. I do agree. Tank treads would be really nice. Yeah, exactly. The ship opens up in flight. Yeah, TIE fighter style Sentinel ship with bat wings. This is not bad. Medium fighter, too. Not bad at all. So where are we at? 48 seconds? That's what she said. I hope that's not what she said. Weather mostly calm. Nice. So William said, not my cup of tea. Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's not for everybody. Not for everybody. I think it looks okay. I think it looks okay. The bat wings kind of work. They kind of work. Although I think if it were a light Sentinel fighter, it would be better. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I think that one is worth a hunt. So... Oh, it's another leaf blower. Hold on a second. Let's reload. We got another leaf blower. Let's reload and see if we can get a better weapon. Yeah, Ball says software for biological systems have been a thing for billions of years, and we still get updates. I'll laugh out loud. Well, some of us do. Don't even get me started, bro. Don't even get me started. Yeah. Some have been taken offline a long time ago. Yeah, we're not going to get into that. Ozzy Bob says a few get downgrades. No, a few of them need to be taken offline.
Inventory full.
Okay, if I can stop flying around the ship, there we go. And nope, it is the leaf blower. So Katana says, how is it that when you log in and go online and you get a raid right away? Luckily, I got it prevented by the mansion security. I would almost argue that Rockstar Games has increased the frequency of raids in Grand Theft Auto Online, because I've actually seen more raids, and I've seen my mansion security stop more raids since the winter DLC released than any other time. So that may also be because I'm managing my businesses too. So that probably has something to do with it. All right, let's drop a base computer. Yeah, we most certainly don't talk politics on the channel, and that's because I like to, we're here playing video games, and I'd like to keep, the conversation calm, cool, copacetic, friendly. Politics is a very volatile subject. I don't care where you are in the world. Politics are just, we're at a point where countries are about to go to fisticuffs right now over politics, and it's just not good. So yeah, I want my channel to be that last bastion of sanity on the internet where people can come hang out and have a good old time and find ugly Sentinel ships. Okay, claim site. Yeah, if people want to talk politics, they can go to Joe Rogan's channel. They can go to his channel. So, seriously. Okay, what do we got? Let's do a cylindrical hab this time. There we go. We need a door. Ramp. There we go. Windows. And boom. All right, let's get some power. Battery. And here we go. What else are we missing? Save point, or save beacon, I should say. You know, we'll drop a save point instead. Save point makes more sense. All right, done. Let's move the ship so we can get a picture of it. There we go. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty decent Sentinel ship. I like that one.
Warning. Incoming storm.
Here comes a crappy gravity storm. It always happens when I'm trying to freaking take a picture. Every time. Screenshot happens every time I'm trying to take a picture. There we go. Let's call this medium Senti bat wings. Let's call this one medium Sentinel bat wings. Medium Sentinel bat wings. Space. Dope. Planets. Okay, done. There we go. Medium Senti Batwings Planet. Perfect. Upload. All right. So now we know what type of ship is here. Okay, save point. All right. So it appears that this guy has mastered the art of levitation. All right, let's get this one over to the station. Let's scrap it and move on. So Trucker Nick says, Batmobile in training. Yes, sir. This is a pretty nice, this is a nice one. This is a pretty nice Sentinel ship. It's not bad. It's not bad. The bladed wings work. The bat wings absolutely work on this one. Okay, let's scrap this thing and get going. I think we have time to hit one more planet. Was that the force is strong with this one? Katana says, all of my warehouse agents source only one crate each. They're all fired. That does kind of suck. It's too bad. Here's the deal. I wish Rockstar would rebalance the warehouse technicians or the you know, the warehouse managers. I would gladly pay a little more money if they would source 3 crates consistently. You know, if you have a small crate warehouse, they don't have to source 3 crates if you have a small crate warehouse. But if you've got large crate warehouses, they take forever to fill up. Doc Intel, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you? We're just on the hunt for ugly Sentinel ships. So far, we are 3 for 2 today. We're 3 for 2. We found 3 good-looking Sentinel ships, and 2 really ugly ones? Or are we 2 for 3? I think we may have found... Hold on. I think we may have found more ugly ships today than good-looking Sentinel ships. I think we found more ugly ships. I can't remember. Yeah, William, a good galaxy jumper ship. True. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and yoink this. Yeah, it's not a bad looking ship. It's not bad. The bladed wings absolutely work on that one. It's not bad. I think that one is actually worth a hunt, but we're going to hop over to the next star system. Yeah, we were in the Euclid Galaxy today. All right, so let's begin. Actually, you know what? Let's check out the supercharged slots on this one, because if nothing else, we can find a B class with the same supercharged slots as this one. They usually repeat. Okay, free. Let's check it out really quickly and see what we got. Upgrade. Okay. Okay, how much you guys want to bet? This is a 3+1. I bet you this one is a 3+1. Hold on. I bet you this thing is a 3+1. Nope, it's a 2+2. This one is a 2+2. It's a 2+2. That's not bad. That's not bad. Now, we're going to scrap this one anyway because I have a surplus of ships. So I think what we're going to do, because we can find another B class with the same supercharged slot configuration. That's not an issue. But this is a 3-star Corvax system, so we will more than likely be able to find an S class in this star system. That's not bad. It's a 2+2. So Ball says, odd, have you heard of the DMT laser experiment? It sounds familiar. I have vaguely heard of it. So they found code in the laser. I'm going to have to Google it. I'm going to have to Google it. I've heard something of it, but I haven't paid much attention to it. Very interesting. Okay. So let's switch this back standard, apply. Okay. Let's scrap this thing and get going. All right, my daily driver. There it is. Yeah, I'm going to have to Google that. I'll definitely check on it. I've heard of it vaguely, but I haven't really paid much attention to it. Okay, we want to sell. I mean, since we're here, we might as well sell here. So, you know. Sell. Should drop off the liquid explosive. There we go. AI valves. Is that all I got? That's all I got? Starship AI valves? That's it? That's all I got? What? That's all I got? Are you serious? That's all they gave me. All right. Well, that was easy. That was easy. All right. That's it. We're done here. Let's go. Let's try to hit one more star system. Okay, back to the freighter. And thank you guys so much for sticking with us. If you haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Hey, that just scared the crap out of me. Who was that? Cody.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Mata ohaimade. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Himitsu wo shiritai.
Cody, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you? Everybody. Let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proper hand salute to Cody, who just beat the game. Cody, thank you so much for that massive donation. Thank you for your generosity, and thank you for your support. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Thank you for that, man. So Cody says, Domo arigato, Mr. Morbato. Mata ao himare. Yeah. See you next. That means see you. Thank you, Mr. Roboto. See you next time. I want to know your secret. Himitsu shiritai. Himitsu shiritai means I want to know your secret. Okay. Cody, thank you so much for that massive donation, brother. I appreciate you. Let's get some 07s out there, everybody. Proper hand salutes to Cody, who just beat the game. And Cody, everyone. Cody is a fellow content creator here on the channel. He does amazing work on his channel. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channel, check him out, and blow him up. Show that man some love. Cody, since you're a mod here, if you would like to post a link to your channel in chat, you may do so. Ball just reminded me, we need a scan for a multi-tool. Let's go do that. Let's go do that. We need a scan for that. That's the, yeah, Cody, that's the song from Styx. That's the one from Styx. You know, that song was actually turned into a musical, believe it or not. Do we have... let's see. So we have alien cartographic data. Hold on. We got a base on that planet. Let's go back to the planet. Let's do this the easy way. Let's go back to the planet and let's drop an exocraft. That's the easy and most efficient way to do it. If I can find my freaking teleporter. Here we go. So, Katana says, it's so annoying when the internet decides to hiccup for a couple of minutes. Oh, you think it's bad for you? Try doing it when you're a content creator and your OBS just takes a dump in the middle of a live stream. That does tend to happen. Trust me, I know what you mean, man. Okay. Okay, let's go. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. If you guys haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Worst parking job ever. That is the worst parking job ever, I swear. That is terrible. Okay, can we drop an exocraft here? No exocraft summoning station and system. No big deal. I think we can make one. A metal plating. Paraffinium. I think we got paraffinium. If not, I'm not too terribly concerned. Since I've got crafting to free anyway, we should just be able to drop it. There we go. Okay, we got all the scanners installed, so let's see here. If I can stop fat fingering the keys, hold on. There we go. So we want alien structures, waste processing, waste heaps. Yeah, waste heaps. Oh my god. There we go. Alien monolith. Cody Bear says, who would be more annoying in Japanese? KDJ or Sasanta, Dax or Simeon? Oh, without a doubt, KDJ and Sasanta. Without a doubt, KDJ and that goes without saying. Those two are annoying regardless. Okay, let me out of here. Those two are annoying regardless. In plain English, they're annoying. Okay, let's check this out really quickly. Let's be quick about it. There we go. Slow down. Slow down. Oh. Okay. And because I've completed the Interstellar Multitude story quest, I can access the Atlantid terminal. All right, what do we got? This is a 3-star Korvax system, so this one might be pretty good. There's that ominous music. This one might be pretty good. What do we got? The discordant interface. Okay, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. It's an A-class. It is an A-class. That's not bad. S-class would have been better, but that's not bad. That is not bad. Now, of course, supercharged slots are kind of spread out on this, but because it's an A-class, this could be, I think this is a 2+1-in-1. I think this is a 2+1-in-1. So this is not bad. If you guys want this multi-tool, let's get the location out here for you. Okay, this is Euclid, the Euclid Galaxy. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. I'm going to drop a red save beacon here for this one. And let's make this thing red. Colors. Here we go. Let's make it red. There we go. Okay, again, this is an A-class rifle, runic rifle. That looks pretty nice. That's a really nice multi-tool. I like it. Okay, we are at -33.29 and -116.34. This is the Euclid Galaxy. So Dan Moore says, not seen this before. How did you say you unlocked it? You have to complete the Interstellar Multitude story quest. No, I'm sorry. No. They Who've Returned. You have to complete the autophage story quest, which is called They Who've Returned. Once you complete the autophage story quest, you can access the discordant interface in Korvax systems. So we're in a Korvax star system. And the Korvax have they have a connection to the autophage, basically. All Korvax monoliths, like what we have right here, will have one of these discordant interfaces. But to access this interface, you must complete the They Who've Returned storied quest. So that's what you need to access this. Okay, there we go. So I'll leave this here for you guys if you want it. There it is. So Doc Intel says I've done that. Yeah, you should be good to go, man. Then you should be good to go. Where is the freighter? There we go. Doc Intel says I have the same staff as yours. Yeah, that staff was a little bit time consuming to get, but it is a 3+1. That's the wrong multi-tool. Hold on. No, here we go. This is a 4 connected supercharged slot configuration. Don't even ask me what was going on with those textures. So what's that? We need more slots for the personal wonder. You know, that is true. I don't use it because I don't do a great deal of building in No Man's Sky. But I do think we could use more slots. We could always use more slots, man. Okay, we're done in the system. Let's go. Let's hit one more star system. Then we'll wrap up. So I have to go take care of some IRL stuff. Yeah, this is a 3-star Korvax system. The ship is pretty decent. It's pretty decent. Not bad. Okay, so let's continue heading toward the galactic core. Hold it. Okay, that's pirate, but it's not dissonant. Hold it. Oh, there we go. That's a 2-star Viking, which I guess is not bad. Two-star Viking is not bad. Oh. That was 2-star Gek. Anything else? Yeah, we've already done a 2-star Gek system. 1-star Gek, that's even worse. That's even worse. There we go. Another 3-star. 3-star Korvax. 3-star Korvax. Let's go to it. And hopefully everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Just to let everybody know, I am working on a separate No Man's Sky piece, a short form video on how to complete the Remnant expedition in under 3 hours. Excuse me, sorry about that. Hopefully I can get that video out for you guys sometime this week. Sorry about that. Had to clear my throat. Here we go. Okay, let's scan the planets. Make a save. So today, I think we are we're 3 for 2. I think we found 3 good-looking ships to 2 ugly ships. We found a couple of really ugly ships. I mean, they are ugly. they're really ugly. Oh. Okay, so charred. Fragmented. That's an anomaly planet, which means there are probably no Sentinel ships on that rock. Hold on. Frozen. Yep, that's an anomaly planet. That means no Sentinel ships. Hold on. Yep. No Sentinel ships in this star system. They're in a different system. All right, let's reload the restore point. Dang, that's too bad. That was a 3-star Korvax system, too. That's too bad. So Ball says, I've started using the Wonder Projector to use in the Corvette builds. Hidden Smoke. Interesting. Okay. Funny thing is that I think I've only built 2 Corvettes. I think I've only built 2 custom Corvettes. Okay. Next system. Yeah, that sucks. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. That was a 3-star system too? Okay, here we go. The Galactic Core, where you at? It's over there. It's that way. It's right behind us. Okay, 2-star. And of course, we're looking for dissonant systems. Hold it. Hold it. Yeah, I thought, hold it. Go back. I thought I saw a pirate system. Okay, that's pirate. That's, here we go. There we go. There we go. Outlaw dissonant. Let's go. Yeah, Doc Intel. I typically don't use mine, and that's only because I don't do a great deal of building in No Man's Sky. You know, there are people that can build themselves the Taj Mahal. I couldn't build myself out of a paper bag in No Man's Sky. I can't do it. You know, now, if I sit down and I think of a design and try to put it together, I can probably do it, but I'm just not that good. Some of the best-looking builds in No Man's Sky are basically glitch builds. Glitch building is a thing. But it takes a lot of skill. That's just something I can't do. All right, here we go. Scan the planets. What do we got? Mechanical. Indium. Okay, this is a blue star system, I guess. Interesting. There we go. Barren. Salvageable scrap. 5 fauna. Market. All right, let's go. Yes, we did. Okay. Okay, let's stop by the space station first, as per usual. And take a really quick look at the multi-tool. I've actually managed to find an S-class multi-tool at an outlaw station. Typically, that's not a thing, but managed to do it. Talk about a random find. Yeah, Doc Intel. I can't build myself out of a paper bag in this game. Seriously. Give me a prefab unit. Let me plop it down, get some power on it, and I'm good to go. Dialect help. I didn't want to talk to that dude. Okay, what do we got? Boo, C-class. Oh, wow, check that out. Okay, that's actually really nice. That's a nice solar right there. That's nice. Bladed solar. Just out of curiosity, what does Dread Captain, whatever his name is, what does he want for this? Make an offer. Nope. Nope, not with them sales. That's a whole lot of nope. That is a whole lot of nope. We call those gentleman sales for a reason. No thank you. Okay, get it. There we go. All right, make a restore point. All right, let's go check it out. So Ball says mine are mainly Star Trek build styles. You know, I tried it. I can't do it. I made 2 ships. I built 2 Corvettes based on ships from Elite Dangerous. Yeah, one was built on the Asp Explorer. The other one was built on the, or designed after the Diamondback Explorer from Elite Dangerous. The big problem that I ran into, and that's of course because I don't do glitch building, you can glitch build and get some really nice designs with the Corvettes in No Man's Sky. I don't do glitch building only because glitch building it's really difficult. It is. And one of my fears is that if you glitch build a Corvette, based on the way the game engine handles Corvettes, all of the glitch builds could reset during a major update. That's what scares me. So a ship that you spent hours building could ultimately look like complete crap because the game reset the way your actual modules connect together because they were glitch built. That's why I don't do glitch building in No Man's Sky. So I try to build things in accordance with the actual game gameplay, or game's mechanic, if you will. The build mechanic. But there's some really nice looking glitch builds out there. For Corvettes. 4 Corvettes. All right, what do we got? There's a storm brewing. Okay, looks like we have a drag. What is this? Hold on.
Thermal protection.
Okay, it is a dragonfly. Hold on.
Technology recharge.
Looks like we got a dragonfly. Hold on a second. I can't tell what it is. This freaking storm. Ah, there we go. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, this is a 7 thruster. Heavy. This is a heavy Sentinel fighter. No, this is a hauler. This is a hauler. Hold on. This is a hauler. It's a Sentinel hauler. Yeah, it's a hauler with dragonfly wings. Hauler, dragonfly wings. Bladed wings. Bladed skirt wings. They're not vented, so they're okay. This actually kind of works. It's got wingtip thrusters. Yeah, this is a hauler. Okay. A dragonfly hauler. Don't see too many of these. Yeah, it's got the hauler extension on it. So Guitar Guy 80 says, that's like the hauler that I have for my Gex save. Interesting. Okay, so if you guys like this style of Sentinel ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. This is a heavy. This is a Sentinel hauler with the fat dragonfly wings, bladed wings, wingtip thrusters. Bladed wings and wingtip thrusters. 7 thrusters. Not bad. This ship is located, first of all, it's a C class, but it's located at plus 30.64 and plus 1.12. Nice. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's 6:53 p.m. for me. This will be the final ship for today. I got to go take care of some IRL stuff. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Please do me a huge favor on the way out. If you could hit that like button for me on the way out, that helps out the channel a ton. I think Guitar Guy 80 will be live streaming in a couple of hours. So if you guys haven't done so, please make sure that you're subscribed to him. Remember, he's part of the Odd Fam. Also, Cody, if Cody is still here, he's part of the Odd Fam as well. Please go subscribe to their channel, support them. But I think Guitar Guy 80 will be streaming in a couple of hours. So if nothing else, please go to his channel. Show some support to the Odd Fam. You know how we do it here. Always support the Odd Fam. So with all that being said, the next No Man's Sky live stream if we can get another stream up this week, we will. We'll try to get another stream up this week. If not, the next official scheduled stream will be next Monday, Japan Standard Time. So hopefully we'll see you guys here for that. Tomorrow will be Grand Theft Auto 5 online as per usual. We're back to the money grind. So with all that being said, thank you guys so much for joining us and being here today. This was a fun live stream. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. You don't know. You guys are the best community that a content creator could ask for. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. And with all that being said, let me get out of this freaking storm before I die. Hold on. There we go. This live stream is a wrap. I've been Oddman105, aka The Odd One, saying thanks to each and every one of you for your continued support of what we do here on the channel. And I will see you guys. Yeah, looks like Guitar Guy 80 will be live streaming in a couple of hours. So if you guys haven't done so, make sure you subscribe to him. Go over, check out his channel. Show him some love. You know how we do it here. Anyways, I'll see you guys when I see you guys in the next live stream. Everyone, please stay safe and remember, don't just start the fire. Bring the smoke and take care out there, and I'll see you all next time. So everybody, stay safe. God bless to each and every one of you. Please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me on the way out. Helps out the channel a ton. And I will see you all next time. Take care, guys. We'll see you tomorrow for some GTA 5 online. See you next time.